I think I ended by saying that today's death provokes tomorrow's flesh. Why? Because today's death sponsors tomorrow's success. If you don't die, you will not live. But when you have come alive in certain areas, when you have reaped life, you have a fresh reason to die again. You understand that? If you don't, say I don't. So I'll explain a bit further. There was something you did right yesterday that brought today's results. And apart from paying the price which we're all used to, there's one thing you did right. It was that you died. No glory until there's blood. Did you hear what I said? No glory until there is death. However, when glory comes, you have a fresh problem. Because now you have another reason again to be intentional about humility, which is death. So more practically, fasted, prayed, and then died. And entered into new levels in the anointing. I told you about what happened to me in 2016, where I died, especially to pride and, a number of things. Came back to Nigeria after that 8 months program, and that's where all this started. Bam, 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 bam. Spread, and so on and so forth. Before many of the names that you love and honor and celebrate, God began to help us with visibility. And of course, it meant new levels of death had to take place. Because things that didn't happen to you before were now happening to you, both negative and now also positive. Before you sit down and nobody is coming to greet you. But now, I don't know if I will ever be able to enter into an airport and not experience that. If you're not careful, it starts to get into your head, right? Death is why God will trust you with glory. I've given you so many examples. Whether it's financially, whether it's in influence, whether it's in the anointing. In fact, you should suspect yourself in areas God is not helping you in. Listen carefully to what I'm saying. You have been pushing a door to open and it's not opening. Because you can have money and not have influence. Yes or no? Answer me if you understand what I'm saying. And you can have influence and not have money. Yes or no? So, certain doors in your life, because all these are compartments in your life. Any door you've been in banking and it's not opening, especially when you have paid the price in fasting, prayer, confession, you've done all to do, and it seems like it's not opening, usually it might be a matter of death. God, in his love for you, knows that all the progress you have made will be eroded once that door opens. But the only way to keep you in check, keep you where you are sincere, keep you in that place where you are truly, truly seeking after him, it's as long as that door does not open. And so one of the ways, I think I mentioned this in one of the sessions, is that, I think the miracle service, is that certain breakthroughs will not happen until you die. So for those of you who have said, I have fasted, I have prayed, I've done everything, men of God have laid hands on me, I assure you, for your case, it's a matter of death. That thing you want, die to it. And even after you have received it, continue what? Any matter that was a suspicion that God put his hand on, this matter, deal with it. It's a matter you must keep watching and keep stabbing to death every time he wakes up. Did you hear what I just said? So I'll give you a quick example. On the matter of visibility, I've seen many people who want this, for example, and that's why I'm sharing this. There are so many crosses that come with it, responsibilities that come with it. I think I went viral last week or 2 weeks ago. Those of you who like visibility, you understand what I'm saying now. Yeah. Nobody cares about what you are saying until you're visible. So if you want to keep talking what you like to say, you better avoid what? Visibility. Certain doors come with some cross and responsibilities. So the reason for death is so that you can manage that glory. You hear what I just said? Yeah. There is a lot of accounting that visible people will give on the last day that invisible people will not give. Because there's a lot of damage that a visible person can now cause. Yes or no? So that's the reason God is thorough with death. And I shared with you the matter of Joseph. He was thorough with him, so thorough. By the time he had all the powers of the world power, Pharaoh gave him all powers except his wife and his throne. Now, touching the throne is just basically figurehead. I'm Pharaoh, not me, finish. All the administration, all the running, all the commanding, who was in charge? He doesn't even need to see his family members. He can just send one small cavalry to find them and wipe them out. His brothers, right? And then bring his daddy and mommy. Bring the ones that are not guilty, Benjamin, and bring them to Egypt. But this guy took care of his people, kept them in the best of places, served them. Literally, it was like God used him. If you check the story, no balance. They did him evil, and in the midst of the evil, God prepared him with the evil to save his brothers that did him the evil. Now, wow. But that's what happens when you die. You love the unlovable, and God can send you to your enemies to take care of them because, interestingly, He loves your enemies.